is the video for class 11th, and the topic which we are dealing is in the series of friction, that is laws of limiting friction. So first of all, if we talk about the limiting friction, we have told that the limiting friction is what? It is a maximum possible opposing force that comes into the play when a one body is just at the verge or a verge of moving over a surface of the other body. When the one body is, actually we can say that when one body is about to move, and that limiting friction comes into the play. So the next is, or we can say in the other language, that the maximum value of the static friction is limiting friction. Now the next the today's topic is what? The laws of limiting friction. So first of all, there are 4 laws which are available for the limiting friction kind of concept. So first law says the magnitude of the force of limiting friction, that is F. Suppose if I will denote the magnitude of the limiting friction by capital F. So it says it between any two bodies in contact is directly proportional to the normal reaction between them. So that is directly proportional to the R. If suppose this body is kept on a surface, okay, yeah, and this body is about to move, and the maximum possible friction that is available in this case will be FL, that is limiting friction, or we can say the maximum value of the static friction is limiting friction. When a body is kept in the surface, then there are two forces which are acting right now. One is weight is equals to mg, and the other one is the normal reaction which is acting in the upward direction. So what the law says, when a body is heavy, okay, normal reaction R is equals to mg increases because our weight is increasing. So that is why we can say that when W is heavy or the weight of the body is heavy, so basically the normal reaction also, that is N or R we can say, that also increases. It is very normal thing. So therefore what happened, our force of limiting friction also F increases. Hence the P is equals to F increases. That is, the more force is required to move a heavier body than to move a lighter body. That is very obvious. That is limiting friction is directly proportional to the reaction. Second law is what the second law says. The direction of the force of limiting friction is always opposite to the direction in which one body is at the verge of moving over the surface. If suppose our one body is kept in this direction and this body is about to move in this direction, okay, movement. If this the movement is gonna happen or it's about to move in this direction, then the limiting friction direction will always be in the opposite to the movement. This is the second law says. What is the third law then? The third law is the force of limiting friction is independent of the apparent area of the contact, so long as normal reaction between the two bodies in contact remains the same. Okay, so it does not depend on the area of the contact, because the normal reaction depends on the weight. Okay, more the weight, more will be the reaction, and our limiting friction is directly depending on the normal reaction. So limiting friction does not depend on the area of contact. Okay, as longer as you will keep the object on the surface, no problem. Whatever be the weight of the body, the reaction will be according to that, and the limiting friction will be according to the reaction. So it does not depend ki how much area of contact is there between the two bodies. Fourth law, the force of limiting friction between any two bodies in contact depends on the nature of the material of the surface in contact, that is the force of adhesion and the roughness or smoothness. One thing on which the limiting friction depends is, limiting friction depends on the nature of material. Which kind of material is there between, means both the bodies are contact within, which kind of material which is present, okay, or they are made up of which material, that is force of adhesion. Okay, adhesion means what? The force of attraction between the two bodies which are of different material, that is called as force of adhesion. So the basically the limiting friction depends on the adhesive force. Okay, it is depends on the adhesive force of the material between the two contacts, okay, between the two bodies in contact. And second is, or the material is roughness and smoothness. On second thing which the limiting friction depends is how much the object is rough or how much the object is smooth. So if the object will be smooth, our limiting friction will gonna less, and if the object is gonna rough, so accordingly our limiting friction gonna work. So it depends on the nature of the material of the bodies in contact and the roughness and the smoothness of the surface. That's all about the laws of limiting friction. The next topic will be coefficient of friction. Okay, that is mu k, that is coefficient of limiting friction, and the next topics to this are angle of friction and angle of repose. Thank you.